Hello, this is Leslie Lee, and welcome to Simply Tarot, where I give intuitive advice to empower your life. This is a pick your card reading where we're going to do something a little bit different. Now, I'm trying to switch things up and spice things up a little bit to keep you engaged. And this time, I went ahead and turned the cards over so you could pick which one you're most connected with. Now, we have card 1, Extinguish, let go of that which has no purpose. Card 2, Give credit where credit is due, Honor. And card 3, Create, put your imagination to use. Now go ahead and pick the card or the crystal that you're most connected with, and then go to that timestamp in the description area, and that message will be for you. So let's move on to cards 1. So if you pick cards 1, let's see what message is meant for you. We have a lot of cards just coming out everywhere. So we'll keep this one and this one. And I want to pick just one more just to get a little bit more clarity for you. Since those all fell out, I kind of have the urge to pick one. And we'll do this one. Okay. Okay, so we have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Very interesting cards. We also have Deep Knowing and the Thinker. Now, with most of these cards, especially the 5 energies, I do see that there may be some kind of conflict or loss, sense of regret, something that feels broken or not put together the way it should be. As you know, the Five of Pentacles represents a loss financially or feeling left out in the cold, that sort of thing. The Five of Cups usually depicts a loss or grief or regret. And then here with the Ten of Swords, this is about a completion or an ending, an abrupt ending, something probably unexpected, something you weren't prepared for, almost like the Tower energy, but it's final. It's complete and final, and that's it. There's no turning back. With the Three of Pentacles, there shows some growth here. There shows an advancement or evolving. But what's interesting to me is that this card that you picked, it says extinguish, let go of that which has no purpose. And all these cards kind of represent just that. Something that feels lost, that you can't turn back the time on, that you can't repair, you can't fix. It's almost like a lost cause. It's time to learn from that and grow from that and move on to the next level. You know, it's time to leave all that in the past because it's not doing you any good kind of keeping it around in your space, in your energy. We have Deep Knowing here, and this card represents just that. You know deeply, using your intuition, using synchronicity, using information from your angels or guides or the universe, that there is a sense here that you know what to do. You know how to move on from here or leave things behind that no longer serves you. You know that this is what you need to do to move on. The thinker card also is interesting because this shows a person thinking and contemplating and wondering their next moves and planning their next move. And that's what's important here. If you pick the extinguish card, it shows that there's something needed in you that needs to be released. Something you're holding on to that can no longer be manipulated or changed or put in a way that you wanted it to be, and it's time to let that go. It's time to look at your growth here that I see with the Three of Pentacles. Look at your growth and understand that there is a lot ahead of you that you could look forward to. And try not to hang on to the past, and try not to hang on to the things that are hurting you or holding you back. To try to use this as a learning tool. You know, I want you to see as much of the imagery as you can. But yes, it's about moving forward, leaving things back in the past where they belong. Extinguish it. Don't let that flame, don't let that fire, don't let that energy linger, because it's going to turn into a blaze. And it will be uncontrollable if you don't control it now. And keep that out of your present situation. Because when we're looking at the future, it's not wise to look at the past, only so you don't repeat it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm getting here with the Ten of Swords card. You can't go back. It's a finished, done deal. So instead of looking back and wishing and ruminating and being nostalgic and hoping and praying that things would change and you could fix things and you should have done this and you could have done that, instead of doing that to yourself and keeping yourself in this state of tension or anxiety, it's time to let it go. Just let go of that is not serving you anymore. Because you have better things ahead. Trust me, with this Three of Pentacles card here, it shows you have better things ahead. You have growth. You have abundance. You have better things in your future to focus on. So leave the past in the past and let's move on. Alright, let's move on to cards 2. Moving on to cards 2. If you pick cards 2, the honor card, let's see what your message is. Alright, you have the Six of Wands. You also have the Three of Pentacles. Also have Judgment. And you have the Four of Cups. Also, time to go. Between worlds. Okay, what I'm getting with your message is that there's a lot here about you having some sort of fear of success or not believing that you are capable of success. There is a feeling that although things are working out in your favor or going to work out in your favor, that you have a hard time accepting it. And I see that with many cards. For one, with the Six of Wands, this is a victory. This is a triumph. This is you winning. With the Three of Pentacles, this is you advancing and growing and getting to the next level, evolving. With the Judgment card, this is all about you having a second chance to do something right, to make something right. Having the good judgment of catching an opportunity that may come your way. And with the Four of Cups here, this is about you being offered something huge, a big gift, a big opportunity, but you may also have the tendency to not see it or accept it for what it is. And this is what I see with the give credit where credit is due. Honor yourself. Give yourself the credit. Know that you've done the hard work and you're doing the hard work. You're doing what is necessary. you planted the seed, you nurtured it, and now it's time to reap what you sow. Now it's time to get the fruits of your labor, you know? And it may be hard for you to like really grasp that or understand that or maybe even accept that this is for you, that you are meant to have goodness, that you are meant to have success, that you are meant to be on this path that you are at right now. Now you have the time to go card. And this card makes me feel like the Eight of Cups. And it's a feeling here of you like running away. You're not willing to accept your success or the opportunities or the offers that may come to you. You may feel that you are not worthy in some way. So I see you kind of turning your back on these gifts or offers, just like the Four of Cups. With the Between World card, I see you transitioning as well. You're walking away from something that could be for you, something that is meant for you, something that you think, because of your perspective, that you don't deserve, that it's not right for you, that it's not going to lead you to the place where you want to be, or what have you. But your perspective may be off during this time. This is all about accepting that you have it in you to get your goal, accepting that you have it in you to get that job, to get that raise, to get that promotion, to start your business, to get that diploma or that degree, to make an impact on the world, to put that book out there, to start your music company, to get wherever it is you want to go. You have it in you, and you have to believe in yourself. You first have to believe in yourself if you want other people to believe in you. It's all about you now, you know? You have lots of growth. You have a second chance here with the Judgment card to get things up and going, to get things out there, to present yourself out there, put yourself out there. With the Six of Wands card here, I see victory. With the Three of Pentacles card here, I see victory. I see advancement and growth. With the Four of Cups card here, I see God or the universe handing you a gift. But you may have the tendency to look a gift horse in the mouth. That's what I'm feeling. All because this card says give credit where credit is due. Give yourself the credit. Know you've done the work. Know you're doing the work. Know you deserve it. And once you know that, just like the law of attraction, things will start to happen for you. Things will start to move in the direction you know they need it to go. Things will start to manifest like before your eyes. They will manifest in the palm of your hand. You no longer have to reach for it. So just give yourself that credit. Know that you deserve it. Know you are worthy. And put that support in yourself. And you will see growth. You definitely will. Now let's move on to cards 3. Moving on to cards 3. If you pick cards 3, let's see what message is meant for you. You have the Ten of Wands. Make sure you can see that. You also have the Two of Wands. There we go. You have Judgment. And you also have the Five of Swords. You have Between Worlds. And Yang. Now with these cards, I see you stuck in a process where you're trying to move past it, but you're still feeling like you can't make any progress. And although this may not necessarily be the case, this is how you feel. And with the Judgment card here, which is the Major Arcana card, I see you getting a second chance to set something right, or to put something out there, or to make a call of some kind. Because the Judgment card is usually depicted with the Archangel Gabriel. I do believe him blowing the trumpet, blowing that horn, making a call, and possibly reviving the dead. And that makes me feel like you're getting a second chance to put something out there. And not only that, with the Yang card here, I see you putting something out there. And this could be in creative terms, like some creative project, an assignment, some kind of book or work or video or information or a speech, a talk, something along those lines. Whatever this is for you, I do see you having a second chance here to put it out and put it out there right. However, you are in between feeling stuck and feeling successful. You see the finish line, but you have a hard time moving toward it because something is holding you back. Now, with the Two of Wands here, I do see you either going down two separate paths or trying to decide which paths of these two to go down, which also gives me the feeling of being stuck. Speaking of paths, I see that with the Between Worlds card. Now, this card depicts you moving from one area to another. And because of the Ten of Wands card here, I do feel like you are feeling burdened or stuck, or like things surrounding you or keeping you from moving along this path smoothly. So there are cards here that makes me feel like you are in this place where you are stagnant, where growth isn't happening too quickly, or this may even be your fear. You may even fear that once you put something out there, once you let go, once you promote, once you show others, that things will not go the way you want them to go. And I see that here with the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords energy is all about that conflict. It's all about being held up or wrapped up or maybe even deceived by people who may be jealous, or deceived by your loved ones, or people who are supposed to be your backers or your followers or your supporters. And you may feel like there is something here that may hold you back. And for a lot of you, I'm getting with this card communication. There may be some criticism, or you may be feeling like the criticism will stop you. You may fear criticism of your work or what you're putting out there. So whatever this is for you, I know you have an opportunity to do it and to do it right, but I don't want you to feel like you can't. I don't want you to feel like something is holding you back, because if there is something holding you back, you have to break through it. Just like the Ten of Wands here, you have to break through it. You can't let it stump you up. You can't let it become an obstacle on your path. It says put your imagination to use, create. So this is all about that creative force, just like this Yang card here. It's all about the creative force. It's all about your imagination and what it could do for you. It's about you seeing the future, imagining where you want to be, and manifesting that. Because what you think about, you bring about. What you imagine in your life becomes a reality. Your thoughts are real, you know? And that's what this card is saying. Whatever you want for your future, then it's time to go after it. And if it's about creating, if it's about making, crafting, building, then, using your hands in one way or another, then it's definitely meant for you to put out there. It's definitely meant for eyes to see. You just have to not be afraid of judgment. You cannot be afraid of criticism. You cannot be afraid of getting blocked or getting stopped or getting backed up because of your passions and putting your passions out there. The Between World card shows that you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, This transition is needed, but in your mind and your imagination, I think you may be making it bigger than what it is. You're giving it too much power. It doesn't have that much power, It doesn't have that much power until you give it that much power. And just like the Two of Wands here, I see these paths for you. I see this transition, and I see you trying to decide how to do this, where you're going to do this, when to do this, who to have around you, who to pursue this with, how to progress, that sort of thing. But for a lot of you, if this is something you're creating, working on, putting out there in the world, do not be afraid of your accomplishments and what may come of this. Take all criticism as constructive, especially if it is, Know that it's meant to help build you up, to help perfect you, to help better your work and better you. Don't take people's judgment as them judging you or your abilities. They're judging your product, your service, or what you put out there, and that is to help make it the best it could be. And that's why before you put it out there, before you share it with the world, you make sure it's the best it could be. But don't be afraid to do it. You know, this is a number one card. The Yang card is number one. And that means the beginning, the start, the initial chance you have to put your work out there. So don't let this opportunity pass you by. You know, don't let the fear, don't let your imagination, don't let the what ifs slow you down or hold you back. That's what this message is all about. It's about you keeping that strength and understanding that you have something of value that should be out there, that you want to share, that you know should be released to the world. And don't let anything stop you. I mean, even with this judgment card, I see people like pointing fingers. And I think this is a fear of yours. I think you fear this. I think you fear the criticism and the judgment and the response. But I don't think you should. I feel like you should put as much belief and positivity and faith into your product, into your service, into your creation as you want others to see or receive from it. Because, like I said, what you think about, you bring about. So believe in yourself. Believe in your services. Believe in your creations. Believe in what you put out there, because that is how other people will receive it. They will see the heart and soul you put into it. And with this card, the Two of Wands, I do see worldwide recognition, worldwide promotion, um, sending it out on the web, that sort of thing. That's what I feel with that card. It could have a big reception if you put enough energy behind it that you want to get from it. All about the law of attraction here. So no fears. Go after what you know you deserve. Go after what you want. And try not to stay in the middle. Try not to be indecisive. Try not to let fear hold you back. And believe in yourself and your work, and you will get far. Trust that. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all your support. I have more videos like this for you soon, and I'll see you soon.